Hello, my friend. Do you feel the need for a change in your life? You know where you're finding contentment and fulfillment? Are you trying this, trying that, trying to find something that sticks? Happiness is the universal search, isn't it? It's the holy grail of life. People rarely find it. So I'm Coach Dave Cleveland at Life Philosophy. I'm a certified neurotransformational life coach. That's a big word, I know. But it means that my purpose is to uplift and encourage people and share things that can help clarify our journey. And today I want to talk to you about one of the most fundamental ideas about finding that missing thing, or at least make you aware of one of the things that prevent you from finding it. Now, the truth is, psychologists suggest that we're really not meant to find happiness as though it were like a lost treasure to discover in Raiders of the Lost Ark, but rather we create it in the struggle itself, in the struggle to find purpose and fulfillment, in creating worthwhile and achievable goals. And again, one of the important factors I want to talk about today is changing our appetites, rather than just making adjustments in what we take into our minds and our bodies. So here's a problem. We have been duped and deceived all our life about what brings contentment. We've been sold lies by social media, Hollywood, and billboards everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty windy out here today, hope you can hear me. But they created this world of what we think we want. So let's discuss changing our appetites. And what does that mean? Let's consider this example. We have a love for things that are sweet, right? And we're usually not too old when we discover all the goodies in the candy dish and the yumminess of sugar-frosted chocolate breakfast bombs. And as soon as children experience this, it becomes a real struggle to get them to eat anything beneficial, right? And it wasn't always like this, but today, a very significant portion of our average diet is filled with unhealthy ingredients intended only to spoil or to satisfy our spoiled taste buds rather than actually fulfill our body's needs. Now, many people recognize this problem and set their intentions to eat better. But here's where the deceit comes in. We are offered tasty alternatives to that nasty, sugary treat. Good news, this soda contains no sugar, 0 calories, and still tastes great. You don't want soda? Great, we have naturally flavored fruit juice cocktail. It's fortified. Now look, we have natural granola bars that are basically candy, and protein supplements that taste like our favorite milkshake. And the message is this: you can change your diet to a healthy one without having to sacrifice your appetite for yumminess. Here's the harsh truth. If you want to be truly healthy, you need to change your appetite. This is so important. All worthwhile goals in our life involve paradigm shifts in thinking, a real interest in educating ourselves and being self-aware, and not in shallow, minor changes reinforced by a careless society. Now, that example was about food and our physical health, and that is very important. But this concept can also be applied to every aspect of our life, including our behaviors and our desires and the goals that we're striving for. So instead of, for example, a constant craving to be entertained by social media feeds, what if we started to be creative ourselves? Instead of searching out ways to make ourselves warm and comfy all the time, we actually cultivated an appreciation for pushing our boundaries and expanding our resilience. Maybe instead of constant self-affirmation of what we would like to think, we opened our minds to deeper truths and knowledge. And look, leading ourselves outside our comfort zones can be painful, scary, but I promise you, the growth and self-worth that can come from it is beyond value. A very effective exercise we do at Life Philosophy that can help you find some of these things is a values clarification exercise. And this promotes a deep introspection to gain awareness of the things that mean the most to you and form the basis of your self-identity. You would be surprised at how many of us go through life with just a vague self-understanding. But it's such a valuable foundation to base our life journey on. And I want to tell you, most of us go through life chasing things that have little benefit to our soul. And two of the most valuable things that we can do to get off that hamster wheel is to understand the simple things that make us happy. We may not even know about them yet, but these are things that we may find truly fulfilling and change our appetites to appreciate them. It sounds so simple, right? But most of us miss that simple little idea. And sometimes the progress towards something like that is costly, painful, and it's not easily perceived. Back to the food example, I remember when I went on a keto diet and I removed all sugar and junk carbohydrates from my diet. And I dealt with very powerful cravings for weeks before my body adjusted. And then one day I opened a can of mildly sweetened seltzer water and it tasted like I was drinking maple syrup. I can't imagine what a real soda would have tasted like. But this was a very powerful demonstration to me that our appetites can be changed, sometimes without even noticing it. We just have to recognize the value of it and tough it out until we adapt. Now, is your health and happiness valuable enough to endure that transition? Are you worth it? Of course you are. And look, we all crave things like money and admiration, ease and comfort, desirability. These are as natural as craving the taste of sweetness. And those things are not bad in themselves, but we live in a world that attempts to sell us these things, give us every false pasted promise that they can. And these ideas are formulated by people who are themselves slave to those same false promises. And part of the solution to escape that death spiral is to adapt your appetites to things that are of real value, things that bring real peace, real fulfillment, real purpose to your life. This is the journey I'm on, and this is part of my philosophy for a full life. And if you have any examples of a good appetite shift, please share it with us here. And I do ask you to like and share this video so that others can benefit from this realization too. And I won't sell you glittery promises of all your innermost desires. But if you do want help and encouragement to explore what's good and possible for you, please let's talk. I'm at lifephilosophy.com. Let's see where we can go together.